सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्।
रागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है, अनोखा राग। भारत के इस एक तारे पे गूंजे हैं जो जो रागिनी, सब मिल गई एक
We just had a glimpse of the fabled Ram Rajya, the bliss of traditional India, a time when everything from the thoughts, the melodies, the tals, the actions, the beliefs neared perfection. But are we living in the same Ram Rajya?
Hunger, corruption, female infanticide, gender discrimination, acid attacks, dowry deaths, prostitution, and what not. Is this Ramrajya?
The child in me may not understand all these big terms, but what pinches me is a fact that my brother is allowed for late night parties, whereas I am denied. Why? Why? Why?
आपने तेजाब मेरे चेहरे पे नहीं, मेरे सपनों पे डाला था। आपके दिल में प्यार नहीं, तेजाब हुआ करता था। आप मुझे प्यार की नज़र से नहीं, तेजाब की नज़र से देखा करते थे। मुझे दुख है इस बात का कि आपका नाम मेरे तेजाबी चेहरे से जुड़ गया है। वक्त इस दर्द को कभी मरहम नहीं लगा पाएगा। हर ऑपरेशन में मुझे तेजाब की याद दिलाएगा। जब आपको ये बात पता चलेगी कि जिस चेहरे को आपने तेजाब से जलाया, अब मुझे उस चेहरे से प्यार है। जब आपको ये बात मालूम पड़ेगी वो वक्त आपको कितना सताएगा। जब आपको ये बात मालूम पड़ेगी कि आज भी मैं जिंदा हूँ और अपने सपनों को साकार कर रही हूँ।
Such heinous crimes are not only found in India but across the globe. What happened in Peshawar was terrible, horrifying and absolutely immoral. No place, no religion, no person whatsoever can justify it. Imagine those parents, those teachers, and the entire human race who have a heart, and the amount of emotional trauma that they might be undergoing. Imagine those 135 odd children who went to school but never came back. As they say, it is the smallest coffin which is often the heaviest.
She buckled her shoes onto her feet. Mother said, it was going to be her first day of school. She would learn lessons of history and math. What happened that day was a ruthless bloodbath. There were men in shrouded black robes. We instilled fear in their cloaks, with death in their cloaks. To instill fear, to suppress the might. We put up for everything right. She, hidden in the shadows dark, saw sights that left her deeply marked, leaving her cut and profusely bleeding. Her pain searing and savagely so. But in her eyes, you saw a cruel world unfold. Dead was the child within. Dead was the child within. Her fear coming across. Numbed from the fear and terror-stricken, her eyes, the fog just thickened. And just as it began, it was all over in a flash. The silence was deafening. The silence was deafening. The clouds still settling with ash. And just before anyone led her away, she unbuckled her shoes, never to wear them again, never to see the same world, the same naive view.
Is this the world we want to live in?
Is this the school we want to study in?
Is this the country we wish to be the citizens of? No.
No, certainly not.
Is this the country? Let's go.
This has to change.
This has to change.
Has to change.
अब तक धीरज मांगा था, मत देना, अब धीरज मत देना। सहते जाए सहते जाए सहते जाए, ऐसा बल भी मत देना, ऐसा बल भी मत देना। उठ कर करने हैं कुछ काम, रघुपति राघव राजा राम, रघुपति राघव राजा राम। उठ कर करने हैं कुछ काम, रघुपति राघव राजा राम। उठ कर करने हैं कुछ काम। संध्या
Satyagraha. What are you talking about, my son, my daughter? Do you understand the concept of Satyagraha? Do you understand what Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi tried to do here? Do you understand the meaning of action? You are children who cannot skip a meal. You are children who want to go to IIT after studying for 1 hour in a day. You are children who want to win prizes without working for it. Do you understand what Satyagraha means? कुछ समझ में आती है? एक वक्त का खाना छोड़ने के बाद 2 दिन आप लोग घर में बैठ जाते हो. What Satyagraha are you talking about?
Sir, we can do it. We will do a Satyagraha in our own way. A Satyagraha where we youngsters will make an effort so that our fellow beings do not feel cursed anymore, but feel happy for their lives. We need support. We need icons, heroes, role models, friends whom we can follow. Ordinary people with extraordinary willpower. We have them right in front of us. Acid attack survivors, Ilanguasir, people who have adopted HIV positive children. Even Maricom has proved it against all odds.
Let us, the teenagers, take the step ahead, salute our motherland, and transform her into a place of peace and tranquility.
वक्त में भी हम न खोए हौसला, दिल के साथ चलने का यूं कर ले फैसला। ये हम जो चुने तो मिलता जोश है, बस तेरी ही खातिर जाने सरफरोश है। जीत का जश्न हम मनाएंगे, आसमां तिरंगा सजा है, शान से सभी को बताएंगे, जीत लेंगे ये सारा जहां। झुके तेरे आगे सर, तेरी गोद मेरा घर है, तुझे सलाम इंडिया। झुके तेरे आगे सर, तेरी गोद मेरा घर है, तुझे सलाम इंडिया। इरादे हो, कोशिशों के वादे हो, मंजिल मिलेगी चाहे राहें हो खफा। इरादे हो, कोशिशों के वादे हो, मंजिल मिलेगी चाहे राहें हो खफा। देश ये सिखाता है, हिम्मतें बढ़ाता है, से गिर के ना तू रुकना बेवजह। तेरा ये वतन कम कुछ भी जबन तू जहाँ भी ऐसे कर उठा ले, मन को डरा के ना को फटेगा जोश जगह। अर्श की उड़ाने लगानी है, हवाओं का रुख बदलना आज है, जोश ये इबादत हमारी है। तू ये आज सब को बता,
Ladies and gentlemen, it is this India which we need to salute from the bottom of our hearts. Having said that, let us today strengthen our crusade against evils from all walks of life and transform India into a global powerhouse and bring back the fabled Ram Rajya. Thank you.
I was born in a land where rifles were fired to celebrate a son, whereas the daughters were hidden behind the curtains. Their job is to simply prepare food and give birth to children.
I had two options. One, to remain silent and get killed, and the other was to speak up and get killed. I chose the second one. These are the words of the Nobel laureate Malala, the first Pakistani to receive Nobel Peace Prize. Now let's see what she has to say.
Why is it that giving guns is so easy, but giving books is so hard? That making tanks is so easy, but building schools is so hard? Let this be the last time that a girl or a boy spends their childhood in a factory, that a girl is forced into early child marriage, that a child loses life in war, that we see a child out of school. Let this end with us. Let's begin this ending together, today, right here, right now.
You and I live in the age of rapid globalization. We are connected through high-speed internets. We exchange goods and services on a single global market. Each day, thousands of flights connect us to every corner of the globe. But there is one serious disconnect. It is lack of compassion. This was a glimpse from the speech by the Nobel laureate Shri Kailash Satyarthi at Oslo, Norway on the 10th of December 2014.
We refer to this excerpt because we see a dream. The India of my dreams is a nation driven by citizens who are compassionate. What is your dream of India? Is it a nation where women are empowered and not shackled or tortured? Is it a land restored of its ecological resources? Or is it a paradise where children pick up pencils and books rather than AK-47s?
I call for a march from exploitation to education. I call for a march from poverty to shared prosperity, a march from slavery to liberty, and a march from violence to peace. Asato ma sadgamay, tamso ma jyotirgamay, mrityor ma amritam gamay. Let us march from ignorance to awakening. Let us march from darkness to light. Let us march from mortality to divinity. Let us march